Hello and welcome to the It's Raining Crafts podcast, episode 10. My name is Raina and I'll be your host. I can be found on Instagram and Ravelry under SF Check. Today is Sunday, October 18th, 2015. So how are you all doing? I've been gone for a while. I had to take an impromptu trip to California to take care of my mother while she was recovering from pneumonia. I was left on the 30th and I came back on Tuesday. So, it was, very last minute thing, it's like I decided at 11:30 at night when she asked me to come, and then the next day I was on a plane flying to take care of her. So, I filled my suitcase with most of my dirty clothes and packed everything that I was knitting on in my backpack, and away I went on the plane. So, I have lots of stuff to show. I don't have lots of stuff to show you, but I do have one half finished object, a hoe. It's my Christmas sock. This is Red Heart and Soul yarn in the Christmas colorway. I just Kitchenered the toe before I recorded. I cast it on the second sock, but I haven't joined in around yet. And, I like the way that it turned out. I like all the different colors and variations of it. And, it was a very fun and quick knit. I flew from Harrisburg to Charlotte, so I was halfway done with my gusset. I was like right about here, and then I had to finish the rest of my gusset. So I finished that on the plane down to Charlotte, and then I did a little on the plane to San Francisco because I knew that I had another sock that I had to work on. But I did most of the foot I did all of the foot when I was visiting, when I was taking care of my mother. And then I did the toe decreases. I finished the toe decreases on the plane, and like I said, I just Kitchenered before I recorded. So these are for me. I was going to put these in the craft show, but the craft show drop off is next week, and I don't want to pressure myself into finishing socks. So, because they have to be perfect and pristine, and I just don't want to stress myself out. So I decided not to do that because it's easier on me and less stress on me. So, while I was visiting my mother, one day I got cabin fever. We hung out in her living room, camped out in her living room for a few days. And my mother, she had cleaning people come and upholstery cleaners come to clean the furniture because she couldn't take care of the dogs. And when she realized she couldn't take care of the dogs, they were going to the bathroom all over the place in her apartment. So, and if I ended up doing what she did, she'd yell at me. But I think that I would never get to that point, because then I'd have my husband telling me to go get seen and take care of it so I can help him out with our son. So the one day I had cabin fever, I went to Michael's. Michael's is not that far away from where she lives, but you have to walk around. Yeah, you have to walk around to get there. And it would just be easier if there was like an underneath like pedestrian tunnel to get to that Michael's, but there's not. So anyway, I got this project bag at Imagine It when I visited. It's a pretty cheap project bag. It has a little birdie on it. I like it. I needed a project bag for my hat, so I got Michael's had a sale on Red Heart Soft, 50% off skein. So I got chocolate brown and I got a teal. And I wasn't sure if I was going to, because when I was walking around Michael's, I had, this is, by the way, the Bumble Hat by Tin Can Knits. So, I had this hat in mind and the colors that I wanted to use, but I had to like actually see it and take my time. So I ended up with this brown. And I was going to do the whole thing in brown, but then I decided not to. And I decided, my mom suggested to me that I should do the teal. So here it is. And I got these little stitch markers from Etsy. You could see it's a little mushroom, little 1-up green mushroom to go with my thing. I am a child of the 80s. I laugh every time the Fruit Loops commercial comes on, and then they have the couple playing Mario, because that was my childhood. I was constantly playing video games, and now that I see it in my son, it's like I know how my parents felt. So anyway, I'm at my decreases. I have to figure out, because the pattern calls for you to cast on 104, and I only casted on 100. So now I got to do some math and figure out where my decreases are. So anyway, that's one project that I was working on. I needed something to work on that was 1, mindless, 2, easy, and 3, that were not socks. Because I was pretty tired from knitting socks then. So anyway, my let me get this in here. The next project I have is in my Doctor Who Dalek Slip Stitch Studios bag. And this is the Rose City Roller. I'm making this for my mother. This is the Crazy Sour Ball fuchsia colorway. So here's the sock. And I got to my gusset, and from Charlotte to San Francisco. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. I knitted the foot. And then I got to a point where, and then I knitted a little bit more on the foot, and I got to my toe decreases. So that's where I'm at on that project. And this sock is participating in the Mastering the Knits podcast, Elf's Workshop along. So, and then one day I was looking at yarn online, and Jimmy Beans is a good site to order yarn from because I get free shipping. Every time I buy from them, they give me a coupon for free shipping, so I use that. And so I got this. It's the Plymouth Yarns Happy Feet number 27 colorway. They don't have names for their colorways. This just reminded me of like colors that I wear in my wardrobe. I don't wear a lot of black because I have 2 cats and cat fur. So I think that I'm going to do the Hermione everyday socks out of this colorway. You see how that turns out, to see how the pattern comes out. And so this is in my chicken boots sock box that I got in New York City when I was there for my birthday. And I wish I had another one of these. I have lots of project bags. So anyway, the next thing, on that sock, how it differentiates from my other socks, there's a 2-inch ribbing, and usually I do a 1-inch ribbing, but what's this? Oh, sorry, something popped up on my computer, but I decided to change it up and do something different because I'm not tired of doing the same sock over and over. I'm just, I do a couple pairs one way, and then I do another couple pairs another way, and then, you know how that works. So in my stash enhancement, you saw the Super Mario stitch marker. I found those on Etsy. They were $6. Little LA Yarns on Etsy. They're from Alabama. This is her card. Little LA Yarns. And then her name is Casey, and she lives in Alabama. But I was very excited. I got 2 sets of Mario stitch markers. One's coming to you, Natalie, for Christmas. I'll put it in with your socks after I knit them for you. And then while I was at Imagineit, I was looking around. I'm like, I need to find. It's like I had this hat in mind, not the Barley hat that I'm wearing, but I had this. Where is it? It's on my Kindle. It's from Skacel. It's called the Swirl Hat. I don't know if you can see that, but I was like, I need a solid yarn. I need a solid yarn to do that hat. So I found this, and this is Encore Mega in a gold colorway. I think it's 0460. And it's funny because every time I go to California, I buy from Plymouth Yarns, and in Bristol, Pennsylvania, it's only like an hour away from me, which is where they are, or maybe an hour and a half. But I remember when I came back from New York City on the bus, we went through Bristol, Pennsylvania. So it's like a goldenrod colorway. It matches Matches another color that I have, but I wanted a chunky yarn to do that hat in because I think it's very cool. And so I was very happy to come home finally, because someone's sick and you have to go take care of them. And then that puts you out of your routine. On the day that I left, Kellen was the leader at preschool, which is a very big deal because you get to stand in front of the line and you get to hand out the snacks and you have show and tell, and it's a very big deal. He asks every day, "Am I the leader yet? Am I the leader?" And he's and so he was the leader, and we had to justify he was going to stay in Red Lion. He was going to stay by the preschool in case my in-laws didn't get back in time for preschool pickup, because my flight was in the afternoon, but I had to go there early because Jim, our family friend who bought my ticket, put my maiden name Ruckert instead of Trummel, my married name, on my ticket, and then I had to go through an extra process to prove that I was indeed the same person, just with a different last name. And I had to sign a form, and it really wasn't that bad, and Harrisburg's a small airport, so I like that airport. I don't know, I tend to like it because I can just walk up and go through security and I don't have to stand in line forever. But and then I got to Charlotte, and and that airport, I don't like that airport. I don't like any big airport where I have to go from like Concourse B to Concourse F, and it's an eternal walk. Because I got off at Concourse E, and I had to go all the way to Concourse B, and it was just a hot mess. And I was just glad that I got on, I got there. There was 20 minutes still boarding, so I was able to check my bag through because I didn't want to put my dirty laundry up in the plane. So I let them take care of it, and I got off a baggage claim, So we went to and sorry for my yawning. And it was a lot of fun. It was very fun to go out, but it's nice to get back to your routine. I was glad to finally get home. I was glad that I got home in time to watch the Democratic debate. Though I am a Democrat and I am for Hillary, I wanted to hear what she had to say plus what the others had to say. And the guy from Virginia is an idiot. I will just say that. So, enough about my politics. So, that's about it that I have for you. Oh, and one more thing. I wanted to make a plug. I am a crafter, and my knits will be in Grandma's Holiday Craft Show in Red Lion at the Red Lion Bread and Breakfast, November 5th through December 6th. It's put on by my sister and brother-in-law, at their house. They 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 take everything down and then they build everything up, and it's just maddening how many crafts can fit into this house. And you go upstairs and there's more rooms. And so I have a bunch of hats. I don't have a bunch. I thought I had more hats than no. No, I thought I had less hats than I did. But it turns out that I had a few extra, and some cows that I made, and then I have the little flower pins that I make too. So I have those for sale at the craft show. My number is 834 if you are at the B&B. Anyway, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.